Born October 8, 1930, Faith Ringgold is a painter, writer, mixed media sculptor, and performance artist best known for her storytelling quilts. The youngest of 3 children, her parents were both artists who incorporated creativity into everyday family life. She grew up in New York City's Harlem, and while still in high school, decided she too would be an artist. After earning her degrees from City College of New York, she worked for many years as a teacher in the public school system. In the 1980s, Ringgold began working on her story quilts, which became some of her most well-known work. She hand-painted fabrics for these quilts with story images and original narratives set in the context of African American history. Join us now as we create a Faith Ringgold-inspired paper collage quilt. For today's Faith Ringgold lesson, you're going to need a stiff piece of paper or some cardboard, such as the back of a notebook or from a cereal box, cut into a square shape, kind of like a quilt square. You're also going to need a sketching tool, some scissors. I'm using white glue and an old brush. You could also use a glue stick. For the end, you're going to need either a black crayon, oil pastel, or Sharpie to go over and create outlines. And then this is where the fun begins. You can collect some scraps of paper from old artworks you've created, cut out pages from magazines, newspapers, catalogs, really anything colorful and textural that we are going to cut and make a collage quilt out of. So let's begin. So to start, I'm going to create a very simple scene on my paper, just sketching it with a pencil. So mine is going to just be a landscape scene, but you could create a scene from a story in your own life or a story that you like. So I'm going to start with just a horizon line, and then I'm going to put a basic house. Maybe that could be a barn or house, and a road leading up to it. And that's all I'm going to sketch on mine today. This is just kind of a road map for where I'm going to place my collage pieces, so I don't want it too detailed. So then I'm going to start collaging pieces of paper for the different elements in my drawing. Now you could tear pieces or cut pieces. Tearing is sometimes faster. Cutting will give you a neater appearance to your work. Okay, and then I'll begin to piece these on and glue them into place. So you want to be sure to put some glue underneath where your paper is going to be if you're brushing glue on, as I am. If you're using a glue stick, you would apply the glue stick to the back of your colored papers. It's okay if your pieces overlap the edges of your paper a little, because we can always cut those when we're finished. I'm also going over top of my paper with a little bit extra glue. That will make sure that you have a nice flat, shiny surface when you're finished. So I'm just going to continue laying on scraps of colored paper until I have covered my entire square. And then I will be ready to let that dry and add some embellishment, some outlines, and some lines to mimic stitches that would be in a real fabric quilt. So now I'm going to let my artwork dry a few minutes before I go to the next step of adding text, details, or outlines with my permanent marker, black, crayon, or oil pastels. Make sure that this is nice and dry before you go to the next step. In the meantime, wash out your paintbrush. Okay, so we've got our glue all dry, and I went ahead and trimmed all the extra bits from the edges so I have a nice square, like a square quilt block. I'm going to use Sharpie to add some detail. Maybe you could add some text from a story or a poem. So one thing you could do to make it look more like a quilt is to make dotted or dashed lines along the edges of shapes, much like you would stitch quilting lines around elements of your design. You could also mimic quilt stitches that go across a seam, perpendicular to the seam, kind of like this, to give it more of a hand quilted or hand sewn appearance. So go ahead and add some quilting lines anywhere on your design that you want to add some interest and make it look more like a hand sewn artwork. Okay, I just added a few, and I'm also going to outline around these windows. They kind of, the windows and doors got lost a little bit because my color values were very similar. So I'm going to just add those in with a marker so that they're obviously windows and doors. And I might go over my roof line with some more stitching. I could add a chimney with marker or oil pastel or crayon. And maybe I'll make some quilt lines like smoke coming out of my chimney. That has a nice effect to it, like the smoke is swirling out. And I think I will just do one more line of stitches here for that hill. And maybe some fence posts here. I was going to put a road, but I think I changed my mind about that from my original sketch. So I'm putting some stitch lines along that fence. And I think it's finished. What do you think? So I hope you like this Faith Ringgold inspired paper collage quilt piece. Don't forget to email your artwork to jennifer@blowingrockmuseum.org and check out all of our different weekly art lessons here at BRAHM.